What up, guys? Your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, November 14th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest of the gang are back in Disney and Pixar's first teaser trailer for Toy Story 4. The clip released on Monday features Woody, Buzz, Jessie, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, Slinky Dog, Rex, and Ham dancing in a circle together happily until a new toy, resembling a spork, appears and ruins the fun. The new character named Forky yells before everyone in the circle stumbles into each other, "I don't belong here." Forky, voiced by Tony Hale, is outfitted with arms made out of pop cleaners and googly eyes. Toy Story 4 from director Josh Cooley is set to arrive in theaters on June 21st, 2019. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack, the late Don Rickles, Estelle Harris, Wallace Shawn, John Ratzenberger, Jeff Pigeon, and Blake Clark are set to return. The synopsis reads, Cooley says while speaking with Deadline, like most people, I assumed that Toy Story 3 was the end of the story, and it was the end of Woody's story with Andy. But just like in life, every ending is a new beginning. Woody now being in a new room with new toys and a new kid was something we have never seen before. The question of what that would be like became the beginning of an entertaining story worth explaining. He continued about Forky. A toy's purpose is to be there for its child, but what about toys that are made out of other objects? Forky is a toy that Bonnie made out of a disposable spork, so he's facing a crisis. He wants to fulfill his purpose as a spork, but now has a new toy purpose thrust upon him. Avatar and the Wrath of Titans star Sam Worthington is to star as an as-yet untitled film to be helmed by the Machinist director Brad Anderson. Alan B. McElroy wrote the thriller, which is expected to debut on Netflix next year. The synopsis reads, a man must find his courage and hold on to his sanity when his wife and daughter disappear in the middle of an ER visit. No other casting has been announced yet. Avatar was a blockbuster when it was released in 2009. Worthington is expected to appear in 4 Avatar sequels, with the second movie set to open in theaters in December 2020. Also returning to the franchise are Stephen Lang, Zoe Saldana, and Sigourney Weaver. Ryan Reynolds voices a talking Pikachu in the first trailer for the upcoming live-action Pokemon movie Detective Pikachu. The clip released Monday features star Justice Smith as Harry Goldman, who comes into contact with Reynolds' Pikachu, whom he can somehow understand. The pair then teams up together after Harry's father goes missing. A world filled with Pokemon is also featured in the trailer as other Pockets monsters make appearances, such as an angry-looking Jigglypuff, Mr. Mime, who communicates to Pikachu through miming, and the fire-breathing Charizard. Detective Pikachu from director Rob Letterman is set to arrive in theaters on May 11, 2019. Catherine Newton and Ken Watanabe also star. The film is based on the Pokemon brand, which has spawned multiple anime series and video games. Director Adam Wingard began filming his monster movie Godzilla vs. Kong, starring Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, and Rebecca Hall. Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Entertainment said production began Monday on the movie, which is set in the same world as 2014's Godzilla, 2017's Kong Skull Island, and 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters. Godzilla vs. Kong, about an enormous lizard that faces off against a titanic gorilla, is set for release on May 22, 2020. The cast includes Brian Terry Henry, Shirley Augury, Isa Gonzalez, Jessica Henwick, Julian Denson, Kyle Chandler, and Demian Bichir. The press release says, in a time when monsters walk the earth, humanity's fight for its future sets Godzilla and Kong on a collision course that will see the two most powerful forces of nature on the planet collide in a spectacular battle for all the ages. Brown and Chandler also will be seen in next year's Godzilla King of the Monsters. Game of Thrones will premiere its 8th and final season in April. HBO announced the news in a promo video Tuesday featuring important moments from the show's previous seasons. Bran Stark's Isaac Hempstead Bright falls at Winterfell. Cersei's Lannister, played by Lena Headey, walks of anointment. And Jon Snow's Kit Harington fight at the Battle of the Bastards, among the events that have led up to Season 8. The Game of Thrones official Twitter account posted, "Every battle, every betrayal, every risk, every fight, every sacrifice, every death, all hashtag for the throne." Game of Thrones also stars Emilia Clarke, Sophie Turner, Maisie Williams, and Peter Dinklage. Co-executive producer Brian Cogman said in the November 9th issue of Entertainment Weekly that the show will have a haunting and bittersweet final season. He told the magazine, "It's all about all of these dispirited characters coming together to face a common enemy, dealing with their own past, and defining the person they want to be in the face of certain death." Game of Thrones is based on George R.R. Martin's book of the series, A Song of Ice and Fire. Martin is developing a prequel series with HBO starring Naomi Watts and Josh Whitehouse. The CW announced new time slots for Jane the Virgin and Black Lightning and set a premiere date for its reboot of Roswell, New Mexico. Jane the Virgin, which is set to wrap after Season 5, will have its final season air on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the spring 2019. The series, which stars Gina Rodriguez, previously aired on Fridays. No premiere date for the final season has been set yet. Black Lightning, a part of the network's DC Comics staple of superhero programming, will move to Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, will pair with Arrow as opposite to airing after The Flash on Tuesdays starting on January 21st. Taking Black Lightning's spot on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be Roswell, New Mexico, when it has its series premiere on January 15th. The reboot stars Janine Mason and Nathan Parsons. New series In the Dark will be placed on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time after Legacies concludes its 16-episode season. Legends of Tomorrow will be going on a hiatus and will return in April after Black Lightning finishes its second season. Netflix announced Tuesday its police dramedy The Good Cop will not return for a second season. The streaming service said in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, "We are grateful to creator Andy Breckman and his fellow producers, writers, the incredible crew, and especially stars Tony Danza and Josh Groban for bringing this classic odd couple father-son story to Netflix." Deadline.com said the move was not a surprise since the show had not generated a lot of buzz since its September 21st debut. Casting for the 10-episode show was announced a year ago. Among creator Andy Breckman was the showrunner and executive producer of The Good Cop. The 2017 press release says Groban will play the role of Tony Jr., an earnest, obsessively honest NYPD detective who makes a point of always following the rules. Tony Jr. is the son of Tony Sr., a disgraced former NYPD officer who never follows the rules. Tom Felton says working on his new sci-fi series Origin forced him to consider how he would respond if offered the chance to start a new life on a different planet. Felton told UPI with a laugh, "I'd be tempted, but no, I do enjoy this planet quite a lot. I love the idea of questioning whether you would do it or not. Right now, it's not a reality, but it will probably be at some point. Maybe not in our lifetime, maybe in our children's lifetime." Created by writer-producer Mika Watkins and directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, the 10-episode futuristic thriller is set to debut on YouTube Premium Wednesday. Best known for playing Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter film franchise, Felton was cast in Origin as the abrasive Logan, one of the few passengers on a spaceship abandoned by its crew after an attack by something deadly that remains on board. The rap trio Migos joined Late Late Show host James Corden to perform a number of their hit songs in the latest edition of Carpool Karaoke. Migos entered into Corden's car on Tuesday and rapped together their hits Walk It, Talk It, Bad and Bougie, and Motorsport, along with Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody and Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline. Corden, after discovering that the group is carrying $210,000 on them, goes shopping with Migos, who wants to change the late-night host's style. Migos pick out an outfit for Corden, which includes a silver jacket and white pants. Corden says, "I feel like a recently divorced dad who is going through a breakdown." The segment also includes Corden unsuccessfully trying to incorporate children's instruments into Migos songs. Bjork has announced on Twitter that she will be premiering her new concept production titled Cornucopia at a new New York City arts center, The Shed. Bjork said Monday, "I'm very excited to announce that I will be part of the At the Shed New York opening season in Manhattan next spring," alongside a photo of herself playing a flute while wearing what appears to be a white flower on top of her outfit. The Icelandic singer continued, "This winter I will prepare my most elaborate stage concert yet, where the acoustic and digital will shake hands, encouraged by a bespoke team of collaborators. Warmth Bjork." Now, Cornucopia will be Bjork's first performance created using theatrical collaborators, artistic directors, and the CEO of The Shed, Alex Poots, said while speaking with Variety. Bjork will be using a 7-piece female Icelandic flute ensemble during the concert. Media artist Tobias Gremler, who will be creating the digital visual design with Chloe Lamford, designing the stage. It remains unclear which music Bjork will be performing in Cornucopia, and it will include new tracks. Bjork's last album, titled Utopia, was released in November 2017. Lorde has accused Kanye West and his Kids See Ghosts partner Kid Cudi of stealing her glass box stage design that is used during her concerts. Lorde said on her Instagram story Monday, alongside photos of the glass box she had used on tour and the one West and Cudi used recently, "I'm proud of the work I do, and it's flattering when other artists feel inspired to buy it, to extend themselves, that they choose to try it on something on themselves." But the singer says, "Don't steal, not from women or anyone else, not in 2018 or ever." West and Cudi performed inside a glass box over the weekend during the Camp Flog Gnaw Carnival Music Festival in Los Angeles. Lorde debuted the glass box created by Ez Delvin at her 2017 Coachella performance. West has a working relationship with Delvin, Rolling Stone reported. Other artists have used a similarly styled stage prop before, including Justin Bieber, A$AP Rocky, and Kendrick Lamar. West commented on his performance with Cudi on Tuesday, Monday, where he said his upcoming album, Yandi, will be delayed once again. The project was originally set for release in September. West and Cudi released their joint album, Kids See Ghosts, in June. West says, "It felt so good being on the stage last night with my brother Cudi. After performing again, I realized the new album I've been working on isn't ready yet. I'll announce the release date once it's done. Thank you for understanding." Robyn has announced a 2019 North American and European tour in support of her recently released 8th studio album, Honey. Robyn will start touring Europe, first starting on February 5th at the Stavanger Concert Hall in Stavanger, Norway, before reaching North America on February 23rd for a show at the Palladium in LA. The tour ends April 12th at the Alexandra Palace in London. Robyn will also be making stops in Seattle, Chicago, New York City, Boston, Toronto, Berlin, and Paris, among other cities. Tickets go on sale for the general public starting on November 16th at 10 a.m. local time. Tickets for Robyn's show at Madison Square Garden in New York City are already sold out. Robyn announced on Twitter that a pre-sale for North America begins midday on Tuesday, with the European pre-sale set to begin at 10 a.m. local time on Wednesday. Both pre-sales can be accessed by providing in a password Robyn provided on Twitter. Robyn says, "I'm going to be sliding down these sheets all Christmas towards you and the first dates in 2019. Robyn released Honey in October. It was the singer's first album since 2010's Body Talk. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1941, Suspicion, a romantic thriller starring Cary Grant and Joan Fontaine and directed by Alfred Hitchcock, makes its debut. The film, which earned a Best Picture Academy Award nomination and Best Actress Oscar for Fontaine, marked the first time that Grant, one of Hollywood's quintessential leading men, and Hitchcock, one of the greatest directors in movie history, worked together. The two would later collaborate on Notorious, To Catch a Thief, and North by Northwest. Grant was born Archibald Alexander Leach on January 18, 1904 in Bristol, England. He made his big screen debut in 1932's This Is the Night and had his first hit movie with the 1937 comedy Topper. Grant went on to develop his suave, sophisticated, leading man images with starring performances in a long string of successful comedies and dramas, including The Awful Truth in 1937 with Irene Dunne, Bringing Up Baby 1938 with Katharine Hepburn, Only Angels Have Wings 1939 with Jean Arthur, Gunga Din 1939 with Douglas Fairbanks Jr. and Victor Medlegan, His Girl Friday 1940 with Rosalind Russell, and the Oscar-nominated The Philadelphia Story 1940 with Katharine Hepburn and James Stewart. In 1946, Notorious, Grant's second film with Hitchcock, the actor co-starred alongside Ingrid Bergman as American agents who infiltrate a post-World War II spy ring. In Hitchcock's Catch a Thief, Grant co-starred with Grace Kelly and played a retired jeweler thief on the French Riviera. In his final Hitchcock film, 1959's North by Northwest, which co-stars Eva St. Marie, Grant portrayed a businessman who is mistaken by enemy spies as an American undercover agent. Grant retired from movie making in 1966 after filming Walk, Don't Run. Grant died on November 29, 1986 at the age of 82. And that is your entertainment report for Wednesday, November 14, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.